Hello and welcome to my new video. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Lex, and today I'm going to be going through 15 different entrance ideas for your island. Really quick before we begin, I want to say thank you to all of the members for my channel. You guys mean the world to me, and if you're not a member and you'd like to join, there is a link in the description. You can also hit the join button on my channel profile. We're gonna start off on this lovely island with this dapper young man as the flag. I think this is a good place to start because it's got some innovative decor here. You'll see what I mean as I run over to the airport. Right off the bat, you come out into a beautiful foresty overgrown area. It kind of reminds me of the vibe of Antilia, but there's so much more decor here that's so beautiful. The garden wagons in different colors, the spooky tower turned around so that it's just a pile of pumpkins. Everything is so well done. Also, look at this cute little picnic space. It's so cute, making the entrance super welcoming, and you can see how the creator has kind of placed down the light dirt path, the in-game light dirt path, with a custom grass path over it, which is super clever because it looks like the light dirt path is the custom, like it's the one that's winding through, but it's really the grass that is the custom path, and I just think that's really creative. It lets you put actual custom designs on the dirt path itself, which adds a lot of texture, and it just looks really nice. Also, the Cosmo on the ground, genius. I'm going to try to show you all how close each one is to resident services, so as you can see, that one was pretty close. Next up, we have this lovely island at sunset. I was obsessed with the colors here, all of the blue, purple, pink vibes. Everything was just so lovely, and the water terraforming here was incredible. I imagine the flyover is also really nice to see. You can also tell from here how close resident services is. You can see my little Luna's bed in the top right corner. So this is a really good island if you need inspo for, you know, an entrance that's pretty close to resident services. I know a lot of people have airports that are really close, and I'm going to try to include a good mix of islands in this video so that you can get inspo whether your airport is close to or far from resident services. Check out this super cute flag on the next island. I think this is another really good example of an airport that is pretty close to resident services. As you can see, you cross the bridge and you're practically standing on the plaza, and it looks so cute. Anyway, I love that there's waterscaping here, a seating area. It's very full and welcoming despite the fact that resident services is so close. Also, I loved this duck here. Definitely my best friend now. I love it. I think it's precious. I also think this entrance is a really good example of a spring entrance. We've got white, yellow, and pink as the primary colors in this area, and it all looks so good, so cohesive, so well done to this creator. I just think this is overall a brilliant entrance. I also love that it's in cherry blossom season because the pink trees add a really nice touch to the area overall. Now to look at an entrance where the resident services is a little bit further away but still kind of close. We've got this beautiful kind of towny vibe. I love this. I think the custom designs on the panels are great, and also if you missed it, we're gonna have 50 more custom design slots now. So if you've been meaning to do some kind of similar design, you can do it and it's gonna fit in your custom design slots. Overall, I really loved the vibe here. I thought it was really nicely done. All of the colors were, again, very cohesive. The brown vibes, brown and green, are the dominating colors here, and I loved the mix of flowers. There were a lot of white flowers, black flowers. It was just super nice to see. Also, look at how cute this little waiting area is. You've got your rover's briefcase and a book while you wait on your airplane. Everything about this was just so precious. The waterscaping too was really nice to look at. I suspect this is another island that has a really pleasing flyover. But this is about kind of a middle ground. Resident services is close, but not so close that you can't fit some terraforming. This island, I was immediately blown away by the flag. Look at how dynamic that is. Look at the layers in that flag. The design is just amazing. I also thought it was super unique how this entrance was structured. We've got Nook's Cranny right here at the front, and this little like centerpiece with the street lamp is so well done. It gives me Narnia vibes, but in the spring, and I loved the flower arrangement around it. This entrance was fairly far from resident services. As you can see, they were able to fit both of their shops here, which is really nice. And I just really love the furniture they use. I feel like it's not often seen at the entrance, so very creative, very well done. Here is resident services. Yeah, I really like the spacing here. I think there's enough room for everything that it doesn't feel cluttered. It feels like a very nice open entrance. I also wanted to capture several different kind of themes in my video, and I thought this one was a good fit because it's like an old city vibe. I love the custom stone here, and it's really nice having this straight path leading forward. You've got a clear way to go, a little intersection just to enter the map, and it looks so good. I also loved this little like greenhouse slash plant shop right to the left of resident services. I thought that was so cute. And resident services is surprisingly close to the entrance here, even though it feels far away. The creator of this island used this little patch of trees to the left in a really like clever way, because it feels like resident services is so far from the airport, but it's really not. It's pretty close. Overall, I just thought this was so cute. And next, I went to one of the most like whimsical islands I've ever seen. It was so cute, so colorful. I loved the pathing. Everything was just so unique. And this entrance was interesting to me because it branched off in two directions. It was like a little fork in the path right off the bat. So on one side there's the museum, and on the other, Nook's Cranny. And it all just fits so well together. All of the cliffs and everything are so well done, well spaced, and the destination signpost really just tied the whole area together for me. I thought this was a really nice entrance, very different from the other ones we've seen so far and from any that I've done in the past. So I really loved it. I thought this was great. The next island I visited had a lovely sunset vibe going on, and again, so colorful and beautiful, especially at this time of day. The colors were really popping and it was so lovely. All of the flowers were just beautifully placed, and I love the mushroom items near the entrance. I love that they're the red and white variations, because I feel like because my islands are usually very natural, I always go for the white or the ordinary mushrooms, and I don't know, I just love these here. The red in this area is just perfectly done. This one was pretty far from resident services, so there was a lot of space to work with, and I think the creator did it very well. There's a clear path, and also look at this beautiful flower garden. I just had to mention it before I left. It's so good. Now we go from sunset to sunrise. I loved this island as well, a very natural entrance. It feels kind of like an abandoned wait area, like now there are just plants and leaves everywhere and it's just abandoned, overgrown. I love that the creator was also walking around in this one, very interested in the video content today. I think the colors here work very well. The brown, green, orange, yellow, all of it looks so good together, and I don't know, this time of day is so calming. I love the way the light hits the tree, and it's just lovely and welcoming as you want your entrance to be. I also thought it was super creative how this creator connected their entrance to resident services with little hop areas. Very cute. Back to sunset we go, and I was super blessed to run into Tangy here on this island. EJ, as always, I'm reminded of you. I hope you see this and enjoy the cameo of your queen. I loved the colors here, the fruit trees and the cherry blossom trees, just a beautiful combo. Also, the festival lamp in the back, amazing. I think everything looks so good here. The lighting is just ethereal, especially with the star fragment on the ground. Very well placed. I am obsessed with this island. Also, just to note, if you want to visit any of the islands in the video, when the creator is comfortable with it, I do share the dream address in the description, so make sure you check that out and check out the creators of these islands, whom I've tagged in the description. This is another example of a resident services that's kind of middle ground, not super close, but not super far, and the construction of this area is just very well done. Also, look at this little picnic setup. Big fairy vibes here, and I really loved it. I believe this island is like early morning, so we've got a nice back and forth going on. Also, obsessed with the flag, very fitting for the island called Catland. This airport was very far from resident services, so as you can see, there was a lot of room for really spacious terraforming, which I adored. Also, the green airport looks so good here. I loved this entrance because it was an opportunity for a different perspective. As you can see, we're kind of panned down with the camera here, looking forward directly, and it looks amazing. I love those custom panels and the way the bottom half is kind of hidden with the bench, hedges, garden wagons. It was very cleverly done. I wanted to run back through the area to resident services because I think the terraforming there is really well done. The waterscaping especially. The waterfalls just looked fantastic. And again, this is a very straightforward one. It was super easy to find resident services and the entrance one to the other. So a great entrance, truly. Next, I journeyed to a fellow YouTuber's island. It was a very elegant entrance, very grand, magnificent. Those are the words that came to mind. All of the statues, I can't imagine how long it took to collect these. Even if you do it through like Treasure Islands or Nookazon, this is a lot of statues to fit into one area, so major respect. I also loved the blue vibes here, the water along with the shrubs and the blue, the emperor models. It was great. Everything was so well put together. And this was, again, a middle ground. Resident services was fairly close to the airport, but as you can see, Teal Hawk managed to fit so much terraforming and just so much goodness into this area. Also, the blue airport, very fitting. We love to see it. We love to see a cohesive island. The vibes were truly immaculate. And you know I adored seeing my favorite statue, the beautiful statue, being represented. If you're looking for spring inspiration, now that we've finally got green grass on our islands and we're getting well into March, I think this island is a really good place to start. Everything was so well done. You know I love yellow flowers. I've started to really use them everywhere on Antilia, and they just look great here, mixed with all of the green custom designs, the weeds. It all just looked so good. I also loved the terraforming here. It was very dynamic, and this resident services was pretty close to the airport, but the creator managed to fit so much in here, and I think it all looked very, very amazing. Also, the yellow mush lamp, however you want to say it, that is a splendid touch. I thought it was very beautiful, as well as the little tulip on the table. Everything just felt so well thought out. It felt like every detail was intentional. On this next island, I was super impressed by the beautiful garden at the entrance. It fit really well with the green airport, and the pathing, the custom borders just looked great here. I love how the garden is kind of like a gradient diagonally. It just looks so good. I had to run through it, even though I kind of cringed at myself because every time, even if I'm walking, I feel like I'm gonna mess up the flowers, which wouldn't even matter because this is a dream address, but I digress. This area was so calming, the outdoor bath, the two butterfly models, and they were different, so that added an interesting level of asymmetry that I thought just looked really beautiful here. Also, the pink holiday candles, I don't think I've ever seen them used before, and they look amazing. 12 out of 10. This whole area was just beautiful. I loved how the pathing was done with the circles leading elsewhere. And then this is another example of a pretty far resident services. I had to walk a pretty good ways to get to resident services. This is the last island I visited, the beautiful afterglow, and I mean, I was stunned by this entrance. It is absolutely phenomenal. Look at that. You can see the house kind of over a lake, and it's not super often that you see the house so close to the airport, the resident representative's house, I mean. And I really love this little like welcoming plaza here with the stools and the table. It all looks so well put together. The custom design is top notch. Everything looked great. I also love that it was during cherry blossom season because this island has such a calming vibe, and the little cherry blossoms falling just really add to that. They really enhance the whole vibe of the island. On either side of the entrance, you can see Lucy's incorporated the villager houses, which I thought was a creative way to keep them structured and near the front. Super easy if you're gifting your villagers or anything like that. So that was kind of 2-in-1. You get entrance plus neighborhood ideas. That is all I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please do leave a like. Also, feel free to drop a comment if you'd like to see something specific in the next 15 ideas video. Thank you all so much for being here, and I hope you have an absolutely lovely day. Here's Peaches to tell you all goodbye until next time.
I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!